Hello, is anybody there? Anybody? It's been a while since I've gone live. I've had a few people message me requesting that I go live. Um, Hi Nadia, how are you? Of course, it's you. What are you up to, Nadia? But yeah, it's been a while since I've been on live, and so I thought, why not hop on while I'm driving to go pick up my kids from school. It's such a beautiful day today, you guys. Like today, right now it's 62 degrees, which feels amazing. I've been wearing the sweater all freaking day. I've been feeling hot. Um, it was such a nice day today, though. You're about to vacuum. That's good. Good job. Um, but now I'm heading home. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to get warmer here in my town. It's supposed to get warmer each day. I'm hoping that we start getting some nice weather because snow, rain, and wind is not fun when you have it like every single freaking day. There's this freaking truck behind me, but that is like on my butt, like literally. Hi, Oliver. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you? But yeah, I'm excited for the nice weather, you guys. I'll be able to do more videos outside, and it's just gonna be nice. I'm not a huge fan of like super hot weather. Like I can do mid 70s, low 80s. I can do that. But when it comes to like 90 and 100 degrees, no, I am not a fan of that weather. Um, I sweat a lot, and I just don't like it. I do not like it. When it's that hot, well, for me at least, I don't want to go outside. Thank you. My grandmother. Hi, my grandmother. Joseph. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We don't want it to get all rusty and nasty looking. But yeah. Let's see. What do you guys like to do once the weather starts getting nicer? Like, do you guys have any like fun hobbies? I I enjoy working out outside. Like I enjoy going for walks, hiking, just doing outdoorsy stuff. My husband and I do horseback ride. We have our horses, so we do go horseback riding, and we just like to spend a lot of time outside when the temperature is like good. So I'm super excited to start doing things because we've been caved in our home for these past few months, and it's sucky because all you can really do is watch TV, you know. So not a whole lot you can do inside the home. And like for work, like during my breaks, I like to go outside and walk and Haven't been able to do that because it's been raining and snowing like crazy. Take your dogs to the mountains. That sounds relaxing. What kind of dogs do you have? Hi, 61, Corey. How are you? But yeah, we have 3 dogs. We have a bulldog, an English bulldog, and then we have a blue heeler, and then my daughters have a little like deer head chihuahua. We have 3 dogs. The deer head chihuahua, I swear that thing that thing makes me laugh. She has these huge eyes. They literally look like they're gonna pop out of her socket. She's always cold. No matter how warm the house is, no matter how many blankets you place on her, she's always freaking cold. Um, she's super girly. She makes me laugh every time I see her. And then she got these ginormous ears. I think I have a few videos of her on my YouTube page. You guys should check them out. I know I definitely have Leroy, our English bulldog, on there. I think there may be a video or 2 of our blue heeler. Check them out. Hi. Hi, you guys. Hi. Hope everybody's doing good. Lhasa Apso dogs. I've never heard of that. I'm going to have to look it up. Are they like big dogs or small dogs? But yeah, we my husband and I, on Saturdays and Sunday mornings, once the weather starts getting nice, we like to get up super early, like at 6, 7 in the morning. We'll go get our Starbucks drinks, and then we'll go to our canyon that's close by, the Cuicha Canyon, and then we'll just walk our dogs, and it's about a almost 3 mile walk. I think it's 6 round trip, but we like to do that in the mornings, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Spending some quality time, walking the dogs, and just us, relaxing, drinking our coffee. My day's going okay. I'm excited to be off and going home right now. I'm going to go pick up my little one from school. Today was a busy day for me. It's always a freaking busy day for me at work, you guys. Literally, I can plan things to the dot. I can have my schedule, but something always happens where things don't come out as planned. And we had a few things going on. It's been super, super busy at work so lately this past week because we have training going on. And so we had officers from different offices come to our office for training. So there was a lot of foot traffic. There was a lot of noise, a lot of, chit-chatting here and there. It was a very, very busy day. I'm just excited to be off, get home, get in my pajamas, and make some things, cook some dinner. Hi, Ham. How are you? 25 pounds. Ah, okay. Hi, Jerry. I've never heard of that breed. I'm going to have to look them up. That's pretty cool. We used to have, a few years ago, more than a few years ago actually, we had a Great Dane. That dog was freaking huge. She was beautiful, very, very big. If you guys don't know what a Great Dane is, look them up. But they are extremely big. She was like a gentle giant, very loving, and she would tolerate the children, getting on her and playing with her. She was a really, really good dog. I've been wanting to get a Great Dane just because I think they're just beautiful dogs. They're just so massive, and loving. But I have too many dogs already. Don't want to get any more. I mean, we have the room for more dogs, but we have a 2-acre home. But Dogs are expensive. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves is dogs that shed, and sadly, that's what I have. Our English bulldog, he sheds. If we give him if we get him on a set schedule, like with bath time and stuff, he doesn't shed as much. Um, uh, and now that it's getting a little bit warmer outside, he's starting to shed like a little bit of his winter coat. But our blue heeler, my husband's blue heeler, she does shed a lot. She always sheds a lot. Um, but yeah, having a non-shedding dog is a plus. Like, it's pretty cool. What is it that you do, Joseph? Are you like in law enforcement or something? You might have answered that question in the previous live, but I'm not 100% sure.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Shit. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Sorry, I got a phone call. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your service. That's pretty cool. How do you like being a bus driver? You know, I thought about being a bus driver part-time because they pay here pretty okay. And I think it'd be pretty cool to be a bus driver, you know? How do you like it? Armed security, part-time, retired cop. It's pretty cool. Where am I heading to? I'm heading home, you guys. Well, I have to pick up my little one from school, and then I'm heading home. I typically get off work at 4, but because I've been in training and working a little extra, I was able to adjust my time this week. It's so nice, you guys. The weather is just amazing. Makes me feel so happy. I wanted to become a cop when I was younger. I really did. I've always wanted to be a cop. And I didn't pursue that because growing up, I had some negative influences, and so I was always, you know, kind of made fun of because I'm a little bit on the shorter side. I'm not too short. Well, yeah, kind of I am. I'm 5'1", but I was a little bit more petite, you know, and so people would always tell me, oh, you're too small to be a cop, you know, nobody's going to take you serious, blah, 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 blah. And I took that to heart, and so I didn't pursue the law enforcement side until I got older, when I started realizing, you know, that I shouldn't give 2 cents about what people think about me or what their opinions and things like that. And then I had children, so then kind of me wanting to become a cop kind of, you know, went away just because of the, you know, the schedules and whatnot. I didn't want to be away from home as much, and, you know, I have 3 kids, and so it was going to be pretty hard. But then I also knew that from a young age that I wanted to become a parole officer, and here I am. It didn't happen right after high school, but, you know, it eventually happened. You were a cop from 1980. Oh, wow. That's a long time. But I bet being a school bus driver can be hectic at times because I've seen some of the kids on the bus, and sometimes it'd be a little too wild. I just can't imagine, having a school bus full of, was it like 20 kids, possibly even 30 kids, all yelling and laughing and not listening. It's gotta be hard. Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, DBO. Every day's a joy. But I think it's pretty amazing to work with kids, you guys. I do. Prior to becoming a parole officer, I worked for the court system. I was a what they call a guardian ad litem. I can't talk, you guys, because I have my damn retainers on and it gives me like a lisp, and my mouth's been hurting so bad because I hadn't been wearing my retainers for a few months, and so I snapped them back in a few days ago, so my mouth's pretty sore. But I was a guardian ad litem for the county for dependency court, and so I would work closely with CPS, with families that have been torn apart either from neglect, whatever it may have been, that the children were removed from their parents' care. And so part of my job was to advocate for the children, because a lot of times in the court system, the children get forgotten. Like, everybody's talking about mom, dad, services for them, and blah, 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 blah. But everybody kind of tends to forget, the children, the most important part, the children. And so my job was to make sure that their voices were heard, and that, they received the services they needed to move forward, because a lot of these children had experienced, physical abuse, mental abuse, extreme neglect, you name it, everything that you can think of. And so they also needed to get into services. And so it was pretty sad, because there was a lot of good and a lot of sadness to that job. I got to witness a lot of bad things, a lot of sad situations, but at the same time, it was also like a feel-good moment, because I was able to, refer children into services, get them the help that they need, and also, make sure that they were doing good. But I did enjoy very much interacting with the kids, because it just always made my day. These children had experienced so much like negative things in their life, so much trauma, and they were still able to hold a smile on their little faces. It was just so heartwarming. Pretty amazing. And then to be able to witness, to see them grow, or make progress, was pretty fascinating. $77 kids. Oh my goodness, how do you handle that? And elementary, I think, is even tougher to deal with, because you got your kindergartners, and then you got your fifth graders, and everything in between. I mean, my daughters one of them's elementary still, and she's in first grade, and I hear all the drama that goes on that damn bus. I'm like, how does this bus driver handle all these children? But we're very grateful for our bus driver. He's amazing. He's been our bus driver for the last maybe 4 or 5 years. He's watched my other 2 kiddos, grow up, and he's been amazing. He has a good connection with my daughters, and he's always joking around with them, and so kudos to you. That's amazing. But yeah, part of me feels like I would like to do a little part-time job as a bus driver. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that many children on the bus. Especially like the younger ones. Hey, bus driver, this person did this person did that. They took my pencil or they took this. I remember growing up, we would ride the bus all the time. And so I remember always falling asleep on the damn bus, you guys, and I would miss my bus stop. And then my bus driver at times wouldn't even know, because I'd like to sit in the back every single time. I enjoyed sitting in the back. I don't know why, I just loved it. And so I'd fall asleep, and so my bus driver wouldn't even know. We're talking about years and years back. We're talking about like 20 years back, maybe even more. But he wouldn't even know that I was asleep in the back of the bus. And so we'd get to the bus, to the bus garage, and, he'd be doing his checks, and then he'd realize that I was there. He would have to call my parents to come pick me up, well, my dad. And then my dad would be all mad because, he had to miss work to come pick me up. But I'd always freaking fall asleep. And then back in the day, things have changed now, because back in the day, we had to walk to our bus stop. Like, now there's like literally a bus stop every few yards. Like, it feels like it. I mean, there's one stop sign, and then 5-6 yards down the road there's another bus stop. Like, these kids literally get dropped off in front of their house. And back in the day, we had to walk like half a mile to our bus stop. All the kids did. Then there'd be times where I'd be, I wasn't walking fast enough, and then I literally would have to chase my bus driver down, like screaming, stop, stop, waving my hands all over it. And if I was lucky, he'd see me from his big old mirror and stop for me. But good old days. Good old days. I do miss those moments. It's nice memories. And then my kids now, my middle schoolers do ride the bus in the morning and in the afternoon. My elementary kid will ride it from time to time. Just kind of depending on my schedule. But yeah. Do you guys have any fun? Joseph, have you had any fun, interesting stories with the kids that you drive around? I remember one time we had this mean bus driver. He was like, he wouldn't allow us to eat snacks. And I guess now that I'm older, I get it, because then, they're responsible for cleaning up your bus and making sure it's, nice and clean. But he wouldn't allow us to have snacks, and we'd be on the damn bus for like more than an hour, so we'd get hungry. He was just mean and cranky all the time. His name was Mr. Mason. He was really old and really cranky. Very cranky. And one of our bus drivers, I don't remember his name, but he was so sweet. He'd always carry like suckers or little snacks, like little like peanuts or something like that, raisins. He'd have like a little basket, and whenever you wanted like a snack, or if you needed a snack, he would give one to you. I thought that was pretty cool. Little stuff like that, really make a difference and really puts a nice smile on your face. It's crazy to think that I'll be turning 35 in April. Time sure does fly. I remember, like, if it was just yesterday when I was in first grade and second grade, and I think third grade for me was the best year in elementary. I enjoyed 3rd grade. I had an amazing teacher. Her name was Miss Wilkinson. I remember her name, Miss Wilkinson. She was this very, very tall, white lady, beautiful curly hair. I remember her being very tall. She was so loving and caring, and she always on her desk had this big jar of licorice. And I love red licorice, not black licorice. That stuff's nasty. But I love red vines. She'd always have it on her desk, and we'd have a spelling test each week. And if we passed our spelling test, she would give us a licorice. Or anytime we did something positive, or did something, something great, something good, she would, reward us with a licorice. She also had Jolly Ranchers. She had a big bowl of Jolly Ranchers, and my favorite was the green apple. Oh my God, I loved it. But she was very positive all the time. She was always positive. And I remember her, because in my previous videos, I've mentioned that I grew up with my father. And so I was more of a tomboyish at that time. I'd always have my hair in a ponytail, like in a low ponytail, and I would wear boy clothes. And so at that time, I was kind of getting bullied around a little bit because of my hair, and because I kind of dressed like a boy, girls would just be mean. And so with her permit, she obviously asked if it was okay. She'd ask me, you want me to do your hair? And sometimes it'd be nappy, like it wouldn't be pretty. My dad couldn't couldn't do hair too well. So she would like do my hair and make it all pretty, and sometimes she'd bring in bows and, get me looking cute. So to help reduce some of the bullying that was going on. She was just amazing. I remember she'd always tell me, Maria, you can be whatever you want in this world. Just don't ever give up. She was just so amazing, you guys. Let's see. Well, I'm here to pick up my daughter from school. So I'll be ending this live. Thank you so much for all of you that stopped by and said hi, and for those that subscribed. Joseph, thank you for stopping by. Jerry, thank you. Everybody who stopped by and said hi. I appreciate you guys. May you all have an amazing evening. Till next time. Bye.